Welcome back to Square Body Resurrections. In this video, we're going to do a walk around of a 1980 Chevrolet Long Bed C10 that is a Big 10 option truck. Long bed stepside. Some people say these are rare, some people say they're not rare. They did make quite a few of them back in the day because they would take these trucks, take the steps off of them, make service trucks out of them, and put service boxes on these beds. And that was your service truck. So it is pretty hard to find one in this shape, in this condition. It does have some dents in it, some whiskey dents, a little bit of rust, but this truck runs and drives nice. I've drove it probably about 400 miles so far, maybe 500 miles. We put it in parades and stuff, just the way she sets. We got it cleaned up. Story on this truck, a kid didn't want it. He had posted on Facebook. It was on there for quite a long time. I messaged him, got a hold of him, went and spoke to him and his mom. His dad was working on the truck. His dad had passed away. The kid didn't like the truck, so I bought the truck from him, and unaware of what was going on with it. It was sitting on flat tires. I had to winch it up on the trailer. Got it to a friend of mine's house. We stuck a fresh battery in it. The mom and the son told me it did run when it parked it. And I've been down those roads before, locked up engines and everything. So got to a buddy of mine's place, threw a brand new battery in it. Don't remember if we had any gas or not, but I just wanted to see if it even cranked. Cranked over, and then at that time we did grab some carburetor cleaner or something and give it a squirt, and it started. And it actually ran with the fuel that it had in it, surprisingly. It had been sitting for probably 8 years or better. And I was like, well, it's sitting here on the trailer running. Checked the transmission fluid and it was low. He had transmission fluid. We put transmission fluid in it, filled transmission up. Sitting there with a chain down on the trailer, put it in reverse and hit on the chains, pull it and drive, and hit on the chains and put it back in park, and came to the house, came to the shop, unchained it, put fresh gas in it on the way, if I remember correctly. Put some fresh gas in it, drove it off the trailer, fiddled with it a little bit, put fresh gas. It's got dual tanks, and surprisingly, the tank switch works. The fuel gauges are not correct. I have had it run out of gas on me going down the road on both tanks. So let me get you in here, do a little walk around of this truck, show you a few things about it. It is a Scottsdale. It is a Scottsdale with power windows, power door locks. 350 transmission, 4-barrel carburetor. If anybody knows anything about the 80 model that makes it unique, comment right now before I show you what it is. So when you see it, you'll be like, yeah, I already knew that. Because there's one thing about these trucks they changed. Even though they had the rounded fenders from 73 to 80, before they went to 81 when they went to the straight fender. But in 80, they did something unique to these trucks that only 80 had. So if you know what that was, comment real quick before we do this walk around, before you see it. So let me show you a few things about it. Like I said, it's a Scottsdale. Stepside. Big 10. And it is the Big 10 on the VIN number. It is the Big 10 truck. Tailgate has a lot of wear to it. It's cracked. I need to fix that. It's got a little bit of a dent there. So, has everybody commented so far about what's different about these trucks versus the 73 through 79? If you guessed square headlights or commented, square headlights are correct. 73 through 79 had round headlights. This one has square. This one has a few oil leaks, power steering leak. There was some other stuff that needed to be done to it. I'm going to be doing. I'll be making a video of that because I want this truck. The AC actually works, but it leaks. So I need to fix the AC and get it to where it doesn't leak. It is all factory AC. I'll show you that in just a second. Let's look at the interior here. Here's the interior on this truck. Dash is in pretty decent shape. The dad to the kid, I believe, was redoing this truck. The seat's in really great shape. It's been redone, reupholstered. It is a Scottsdale. It is pretty dirty right now. We live in a dusty area. You've seen the dirt road that I drive up and down. I mean, electric windows, electric locks on a Scottsdale. Get you around to the driver's side. The wood needs to be redone. They've got this piece of plywood laying in here. I'm going to pull it out and redo that wood. It's hard to find the strips and stuff for long beds, but I think I'm going to get my own. I'm going to buy some wood and router it out myself. I think I'm going to go with some kind of special wood just to set this truck off. I haven't decided. The boards are normally oak. I don't know if I want to do some oak and then do a special stain, but here's the dash. Here's the miles on this truck. I mean, it doesn't have too many miles with the brake pedal wear. It is dirty in here, like I said. I need to clean it. But let's get this hood open. And there's the engine. We believe it's been repainted. These tap covers are leaking oil. Does have the factory air conditioning system still on it. It does need to be cleaned up, yes, I know. Still has this tube coming from here to the air breather for the fresh air intake. And then still has the jack and the handle, everything for this truck. It's a pretty nice little truck here. As everybody knows, you don't just push straight down on these hoods. You have to push back and down at the same time to get the hinges to show. So there she is. I'll get her up here and pull down the tapper covers, clean it all up, and fix those oil leaks. I've drove this truck, like I said, about 500 miles. I just jump in it and go to the parts house sometimes, and it's kind of like a parts runner for me. In the summertime, I don't drive it near as much. In the fall and winter, when it's cool outside, it's a lot better. This one needs new door seals. Does anybody know good door seals for the windows on this truck? Let me know. And if anybody can know anybody that can help with this dent and not mess up this patina. Because this truck, I want to kind of leave it just like it is. I've got some of the clear coat that Vice Grip Garage has that he sells on his website. I bought the spray on. I bought some of the wipe on and some of the spray on. And I think I'm going to use the spray on this truck. And I'm just going to give it a nice little Scotch Brite and then clear coat it. Let me know what you think. Is this another one I should paint or leave it the patina the way it is and clear it? I like it the way it is. So a lot of people keep telling me I need to make these just as perfect as I can. And like I keep telling them, if I make them extremely perfect, I don't want to drive them. And I like driving these trucks. It's a lot of fun. So let me know what you think. If you like the content, comment, like, subscribe, share. Hopefully you're getting some out of these videos. If you want more education on these trucks, I know quite a bit about them. I've got some what they call rare ones. I'm going to do a walk around of another one. It's a Royal Sierra GMC 78 Royal Sierra that I'm going to do a walk around on it. They say there was only 500 of those made, but some of the other people I follow, Square Body Dave, and he's seen quite a few of them, and I've seen quite a few of them listed. So how rare are they really? Was there more than 500 of them made? If anybody has that knowledge of that, let me know. Also, if anybody has any knowledge on the 1980 stepside short wheelbase Mini 18, they call it the Mini 18. I have two of those. I have yet to find any information anywhere doing a Google search or anything. One of them is completely taken apart. The gentleman I bought it from, he was going to piece it out. He had it stripped down, frame, cab off of it, bed off the frame, fender, but it only had the bed, the frame, or the bed, the cab, and a fender on it. Didn't have no doors on it. So he took it all apart and was going to sell it piece by piece. And I ended up having to pay him pretty good for it to get it all as one. But I know they made a red one, a blue one, and a white one. I have the red one and the white one. I know where there was a blue one, but I didn't get it. I wasn't able to purchase it. And another red one that was up and around the Tulsa, Oklahoma area when I seen it advertised. But if anybody has any information or knows anybody that has any information on those, what that truck looked like, it looked like the Dodge Little Red Express. It was an 80 step-side Chevrolet pickup, short bed, 5.7 Oldsmobile diesel engine in it. It had the chrome stacks coming up the side like the Dodge Little Red Express. It had air horns on it. It had the clearance lights on the cab. When I do get time to put that one back together, you will see it in a video. I've got it setting just at another place with it all scattered right now. I need to put it back together. I got to order cab mounts for it and new bolts because all those are missing. I do have one engine, 1.57 engine, diesel engine. It's got about 50, 60,000 miles on it. It's in a car. I was going to put in one or the other and put that thing back together factory. But it is missing the stacks. It's missing the air horns. Both of them, the 5.7 Oldsmobile was not a very good engine, so they pulled those engines out and they put 350 Olds engines in them, or they pulled them out and put 350 Chevrolet engines in them. The transmission that was behind those was the multi-bolt bolt pattern bell housing. You could either bolt an Oldsmobile engine up to it or a Chevrolet engine up to it. I have a couple of those transmissions laying in the other shop. There's a very unique looking design on that transmission. But like I said, if anybody knows anybody or has any information on that little Mini 18 Chevrolet, the bed where this one says Big 10 on it, that bed said Mini 18. I'll try to post some pictures of the bed on here with this video. But please comment in the video and let me know, or get me in touch with anybody that might have pictures of those or know about those. Some people were supposed to and they never did, but I would really like some information and some pictures to put those back to the way they were. They had the sport paint job, which had a stripe that come across the hood, come down through here, come along here, and then went back, and then they had a stripe across the bed. So let me know if you know anybody that has any information. Thanks for joining me at Square Body Resurrections. Like, subscribe, and share this video.